Geno, we appreciate your time. First and foremost, have your athletes started to come back on campus, yes? And how has the testing process been, if they have been?
Well, you guys bring up a good point. Every plan has an exit strategy, and the plan was we're going to bring them back end of June and start working out July 1st because we thought we would be able to do that. Then it's like, okay, well, you can't work out till July 20th. All right, so why should we bring them in early? All right, let's bring them in a little bit later. Well, then we don't want them to go home. Wait a minute. We're going to be here from July or June, late June, early July, all the way to Christmas. That doesn't make sense. So how about we bring them in and start working out August 1st? So that's the plan. Come in, start working out August 1st. Well, now every time you pick up the paper or listen to you guys, there's another spike on some other campus with some athletes, and people are being locked down. So we're like everybody else. Like, we know what we want to do, but what we're going to be able to do might be two different things. And what's the right thing to do might be, something that I think should always guide us.
Is your confidence waning in the fact that we will actually have sports in the fall, especially on the collegiate level?
Well, Mike, you know this better than anybody. If college football wasn't a $4 billion or whatever it is operation, they would have canceled fall sports already. So everything humanly possible, I'm sure, is going to be done to protect college football. So having said that, my confidence is okay until something happens that severely impacts college football, and then all bets are off.
Yeah.
True. That's a true statement.
No question about it. Geno, I remember this vividly from March. It was a post-game press conference when you were talking about the non-shaking hands thing, and you said it so plainly. It was like, wait a minute, they're telling us to elbow bump after a game, but we're playing a game where we're leaning on each other, we're sweating on each other, we're all touching the basketball, but bumping elbows is going to save us from not getting the virus. Yeah. I mean, did you know how far ahead of the game you were at the time when you said that?
I just thought, and I still think some of this, guys, how much of this is based on scientific evidence, because you can't even get the doctors to agree, and how much of this is optics, where, listen, we want to make it look like we are doing everything we're supposed to do in case what hits the fan, and we want to protect our butts.
Yeah.
Like, how much of this is which is happening the most of? Because I read in the Wall Street Journal, experts saying, listen, there's one way you're going to get this, right? Face-to-face contact with somebody who infects you, and you don't have a mask or whatever the precautions might be. All right, so then why are we wiping everything down? Why can't we come up with something that everybody understands and makes sense? And then you flip forward 2 days, and then you read, listen, if you're in the same space indoors with somebody and this stuff is in the air, you're going to get it. Well, holy moly, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, as we used to say in Catholic school, make up your minds. Which is it? So everybody's trying to come up with ways to deal with it, but how much of it is based on science and how much of it is based on we want to make sure it looks right?
Yeah.
And you know what's happening, guys? These young people all over America are going, you know what? Screw this. Unfortunately, this is the unfortunate thing, guys. Here in Connecticut, we've done a great job. Mike, you live here.
Yep.
Trey, we've done a fabulous job, better than most states, of flattening the curve, as they say. But 70% maybe of all the deaths that we've had, unfortunately, have been nursing home related or people that have been compromised, or, and so the percentage of people that we're seeing go hang out at beaches, go to restaurants, go to bars, they haven't been affected by this, so they feel invincible. So it was just a matter of time before they were just going to spill out into the open.
Renee Montgomery has said she is not playing in this WNBA season because of the social injustices, and she wants to focus all her energy on that. So we know they're great basketball players, Geno, but you had them there and saw them grow into adults. So talk about them and just what this means to you and seeing them do what they're doing.
Well, it's a great point, Mike. People that are passionate in life, they don't necessarily distinguish when, where, or how to be passionate. They're just passionate individuals. They have strong beliefs. They show that. They live that every day. So Maya Moore, Renee Montgomery, they had big games. When they played, you knew they were on the court. They impacted the game so many ways. And that passion, that drive, that commitment, as you get older, you start to see, hey, there's other things going on in life that are more important in some ways, in a lot of ways for a lot of people, than how many basketball games we win and how many points I score, whatever the case may be. So in Maya's case, she decided at the peak of her career to say, I want to fight for this injustice where this person that I've known from Missouri has been incarcerated unfairly, unjustly. And I'm going to work my butt off to rectify that.